Hey, what's going on, traders? In this video, we are actually going to break down exactly what my trading station looks like, much like this. This is actually in my simulation trading account or my paper trading account because I don't want to mess up my live trading account. But if you guys cannot figure out how to set this up, even though I'm going to walk you through each and every step, I'm going to leave a link down below so you guys can actually download my workspace and it should work for you. If it does not, DM me, we'll figure it out, see if I can actually help you guys, but I'm pretty sure if I leave the link down below, you guys can download this workspace and get exactly what I'm looking at here. So first off, I'm actually going to delete everything and start from scratch. Just a reminder, you have to go over to trade and then go over to active trader, and this is how you actually get to the active trader station. But there are some very, very, very important settings that I need to show you guys to be the most proficient and quickest trader that you can be, and hopefully most profitable trader you can be. So don't forget to stay to the end. We'll actually show you, I think there's three settings that you need to activate if you want to be an active day trader. So if you open up your active trader, it should look something like this. First off, you want to go up to this corner where you see the two squares, click it, and for me, personal preference, I go down to 4 squares. So now it looks something like this. Wipe everything out, and it should look like something where everything's unlinked. So the first step is actually linking everything together. As you can see, my watch list has a little red 1 right here. Let's put it for green, for example. So now it's got a green 4. So whatever this says, if it says unlink, you want to make sure you set a number for this watch list. And then you go over to each and every square, and you want to link each and every single thing. So now what this does, every time I change a stock on my watch list, all I have to do is click it, and it should come right up here no matter what stock I'm looking at. First, I want the top left to be just the chart, so you click just to see. So now you have just the chart. I use the 5-minute chart on top as I'd like to trade 5 minute more. I come right down here and I get rid of the active trader and just another chart, and I want it to be the 1 minute. So now I'm looking at the 5 minute to see where my good entry points are and the 1 minute to see where my good exit points are. Second, I want my active trader up here. I only really need one active trader because on each screen I only am trading one stock at each time. Now I have 2 to 3 screens where I can actually duplicate this, and I'll show you how. And you could actually have 2 different stocks on watch lists at each time, but we're just looking at if you have one monitor. And down here, I want my live news, my level 2. I do like to have the 6-month chart up here just because if there's any big resistance lines coming up or anything I need to know based off the 6-month chart. So now that you have all this set up, I'm going to show you some things how to get all this going and actually how to get the actual visuals going. So first, you want to go into settings. For appearance, I don't want the grid and I want the fill up on. You apply that. So it should look a little bit cleaner, and then also go back into settings, go to time axis, and I type in about 100 bars to the right. At this point, you would then add your certain studies that you want to use. Again, I use the VWAP. The moving average exponential. Again, we will go over each and every single study that I use, and that is how you actually set up your active trader. Again, I have my watch list right here, and that's really about it, all I need. I actually usually have 2 watch lists. Again, this is on my simulation trading account, so I'm not on it very often, although I do simulate trade sometimes. But all you have to do if you want to have 2 screens is you go over to here and you go detach, and so now you have 2 of them. But what you want to do is, so not everything is linked, you want to change the link. So for this, make all of them, let's say just one red. And so now, say if you have 2 watch lists, let me move this down a little bit. For this one, all you have to do is click down here. And it changes the stock every time you look at it. This is not going to really cooperate with me, but you get the point. So this one, I go over and drag it to my left screen, and so I can look at my small caps on the left side and my large caps on the right. Then you also still have this one to look at other day trades you're looking at throughout the day. Up here, I want to have the flatten button, the reverse button, buy market, sell market, and there's a few ones missing. Okay, so you want to go over to settings, and you want to add the certain ones that you like to use. You definitely need the TIF, because what happens is if you want to trade pre-market. So what you do is if you want to trade pre-market, you have to switch this day order over to extended or good till cancel. Therefore, you can quickly change. Just say it's at 9:20, you make a trade. Okay, 9:30, bell rings, and then now you're back on the day. So you want that auto send definitely on. So all you have to do is, when you have your hotkey set up, boom, you have an order in. You want this autofill. You do not want any delay, because if you don't have it on and you go do it, this box comes up. So if you have auto set on, boom, boom, you can automatically send in your orders without any single delay. Again, there's other settings you want to activate that I'll show you. Over here is a quantity. This is personal preference, and I'll teach you how to change the quantity. But again, I'm trading with quite a bit more money, so this is generally what I like to see for my quantity usage. But you can change this. Up here, you want buy and sell market. You can also have join ask, join bid. I don't use them nearly as much, as I really only trade market, and once in a while put a limit order on the ladder here. But other than that, you could customize this to your exact liking, but this is exactly what I like to see. So going over to the settings, you want to click setup, application settings, and these things you have to change. So you want to go down to active trader, and AT order submission rate limit, you want it to be 0. Because I think generally it's like 5 milliseconds, and if you have this on, and you go to just say you want 2 orders of 100 shares market. So you can click it twice, and then boom, there's 2 orders of 100 shares, so a total of 200 shares on market. If you have that, there'll be delay, and it won't let you send in another one for another few seconds. So this is just, you can send as many as you want. Obviously, with respect to your buying power. So other than that, you want that on. There's a few other ones. You want that one on. Your system has to be quote speed, real time, no delay. This is a huge one, because I think it's like a few second delay. You would be surprised as a trader, seconds really do count. I shot a whole different video on the hotkeys, so go watch that if you have any questions on the hotkeys. Order defaults, this is where you want to change it if your quantity is a little bit less or more than mine. Quantity order is 100. In increment, I have just 100, just so it's easy math for me. And my order type's limit. I usually buy market most of the time, so that doesn't really matter. Up here, if you are an active day trader, this has to be real time. If you're trading stocks, it has to be real time. If it's not, you want to make sure this happens, because it will be a delayed 20-minute. And I actually did make that mistake when I first started trading, so do not forget to edit that, as that is a super huge part. You can't trade a 20-minute delay. This is a simulation trading, so some things are delayed for me, but my active trading account, everything's real time. Again, call TD or go on their website, sign a few e-documents, and it should be real time. It's super easy to do. Other than that, there is one more you do have to change. Let me close out of this. So when loading up your Thinkorswim, you want to click Thinkorswim. Yes. Give it a second here. So when this window pops up, you want to go down here, click settings, and then your megabytes right here, you want to change this. This could be 32, it doesn't really matter. But I changed this to my max, as I do have a little bit bigger computer. You can mess around with this, but I do want it to be as fast as possible and use as much memory as possible. But other than that, I hope that video helped you guys in setting up your active trader, and I'll see you guys in the next video.